Punch Out Boxing, delighted to be here with Johnny Clark. So 2025 ends somewhat with a bang. You had your usual agonies of small hall promoting the two ladies fights that were going to be bangers. Pulled out. You saved the two ladies to actually get out, and they both looked good as a result.
Yeah, I really like the look of Megan, so I signed her. I ain't gonna lie, I think she's brilliant. And you know how I signed her? Her previous manager got in contact with me a little while ago, and he said, I'm looking to step out of the game. We look round, who should we trust with her? And we trust you. And I said, listen, watch what I do for her. You know what I mean? Like, I'll look after her. Her opponent drops out tonight. And she didn't have enough money to cover the journeywoman, so she paid the purse, and I helped her with the foreign boxer fees and the flights. You know what I mean? Just out of respect for you giving me a whole camp to be pulled out on Monday. Don't sit right with me. You know what I mean? And call it a signing on fee for her. And then if you look at Stevie Levy, she had to pay for her opponent. It was horrible. You know what I mean? Like, boxing is a single mum. She might have spent a bit of the ticket money, let's be honest, and it's Christmas coming up. She was getting half the ticket sales. No, all the ticket sales now paid for the journeywoman. See what I'm saying? And that's boxing. It's horrible. And she got a knockout win with TIAGO. It was beautiful. And I'm proud of them both for staying professional and getting the result that they deserve.
Absolutely. Spoke to Stevie. She looks like she's getting better with Jordan, and hopefully she'll get that big fight next year.
Happy. With a kid a lot. Happy. Not driving for sparring. Happy. It's a lot for a boxer.
Megan, if she's going to operate at bantamweight, it's a hot division for the ladies. A lot of youngsters, and no shortage of big fights for the future.
No, I'd get her straight back into the Commonwealth title fight. We paid all the sanction fees. I said, hold it for me. I'll get an opponent for February the 15th. That's what we're looking at now for her. Straight back out. Keep her active.
Like the look of her. Get her. Valentine's Day. I see why you were a Romeo in your youth. Anyway, yeah, that was fab. Your boy MUXANGA got a warm welcome professional boxing by Harley. He had plenty to think about, and I actually thought the stoppage was soft. Harley deserved the chance to carry on.
Yeah, but to be fair, when I went up to him afterwards, he was battered, like close up. So I'm glad he didn't, because I love Harley. And you know, Harley, Stephen Vincent, like when you're on top tier and you're an away fighter, I want you to try and win. I want you to give it your all. I'm not booking you. And that's why I say you might as well fight 50-50, because I only want journeymen that are coming to win. They're called away fighters, not journeymen for me. And he give it a go, mate. You know what I mean? And he wasn't stopped by Kevin TIAGO. And I said, it's a big statement if you stop him. But I hope he gets the 8 rounds out. To be fair, like the main event, I hope you get the 12 rounds out. But if you don't, it's a massive statement. He come into a bit of silence. No one really knew about him. But they knew, obviously, my big mouth talking about him. And when he left, everyone applauded him. And the respect and the whispers in my ear. Candy, you know, that's close now, isn't it? You know, we had to... Basically, the Commonwealth said to me, you can't keep winning in the first round. You can't have 5 fights, first round knockouts. You need someone to test you. There was your test. So, unfortunate for Hardy, it was a stoppage, because I wanted him to get the 8, but like I said, when I got up close, it wasn't nice. It wasn't nice.
Yeah, I spoke to Harley afterwards. He was a bit battered. We spoke about him before. He deserves better than to be a journeyman, but the business side doesn't work for him, does it?
No, but it's not. He comes to win. He's paid to come in and win. Done it every show I've been on with me. Other than one when he fought, Morgan and won. But he's a lovely lad, and he just tries. And unfortunately, he's one of the toughest geezers I've ever met. He's got a lovely family, and I wrote to him and I said, listen, I've not got you in here as a sacrifice. I've got you in here because there's only one person I could think of that could test you. The home team didn't want him. He's too wild. He's too crazy. He's got a tournament that he's going to in Dubai. Nah. He don't want no cuts. He's got to get through it. And it was the wrong opponent for him. But I said, I need you tested. That's none of my business. My pro license, my pro boxing with you, I want you tested. And that was his test, and he come through it.
So, sorry, you got TIAGO going to a tournament in Dubai?
Yeah, he's going to the World Championships now, the IBA.
Is that back in the amateurs?
Yeah, but no, it counts as pro, IBA pro. Yeah.
Okay, wow. He's moving fast, but he's an Olympian. It's what you expect.
Listen, what I think about boxing ain't what Nielsen's or anyone else are going to think. I think if you're good, prove it. What do you want to fight a journeyman for? If you turn over pro, You've been an Olympian. You're not fighting a journeyman on my watch. You know what I mean? Like his first opponent, 33 wins, 29 knockouts. His second opponent, Hardy Collison. Yes, you could call him a journeyman. But he's there to take your head off your shoulder. You know what I mean? It's a test. Third fight, he's going to be in Dubai. Probably be like obviously the padded record and whatnot, but it'll be a winning record who's higher ranking. Everything's about stepping the ladder with him, and I truly believe he goes quite far, but he needs to be tested. So get them 3 wins. Candy, 15th of February for the Silver Commonwealth. If we qualify for it after them 3 wins, then that's the person we want. Woody shook hands with his manager tonight and said that that's what I want. He went, "Are you sure it's a bit early?" I said, "I'm positive. He's an Olympian, mate."
See, I wanted to speak to Leon because I know you and Leon are obviously friends, but at some point your fighters are going to have to fight each other.
Yeah, to be fair, that's what I said. I don't want you going silent on me. You know what I mean? I don't want you arguing with me because we have great banter anyway. And he is someone that I really like in boxing. I knew of him, he knew of me. But when we met in boxing, it was weird because I went to a Manchester show, Eubank Smith, and he sat next to me. And I was like, that's weird, isn't it? I was like, "You, Leon," isn't it? He's like, "John." I was like, "Oh, how you doing?" He texts his mate, "I'm sitting next to your mate." Then they text me. I said, "They're sitting next to you." So we started talking and that. And then I've done shows and he's probably had about 20 boxers on every show, hasn't he? So he's done well out of me, I've done well out of him. Now it's time to lock horns, but only in business, man. He's a big boy.
Yes, indeed. Yakubu, good debut. Not much more to say about that.
Hard to have, like, he was like, "Oh, a couple more, I'd have got Gratty out." I said, no. Gratty, you don't get out of there, mate. And he's a pleasure to the sport. He's a good man. He come, he saved your career. You fought, his opponent got injured in his last fight, so we switched it last minute. So it's tough for him, but welcome to pro boxing. Your opponent pulled out and you have to fight Gratty. URSU's had it. Daniel Crotter's had it. It's part of boxing. But let me tell you, don't be happy, sad or anything with that. That's just your debut. That's more about making weight, fighting under the lights. Now you need to small little step ups. He trains well with good boxers. He's got a lot about him, and he'll take the right steps. Do you know what I mean? But perfect for him.
Main event, Yasii. That was great. The atmosphere, roaring crowd, quite the fight as well. Got over the line. It was a competitive fight. What now? Do you want to target Rafferty in the British title for him?
Well, to be fair, if someone drops the Commonwealth, maybe we could fight someone else for the Commonwealth. I could do a final eliminator with any of the other, like, who's the boy who boxed in here against the Peacock lads? Billy
Allington?
Yeah, who did he fight? Brad Thompson?
Yeah.
Is it Brad Thompson? Is his name?
So, yeah.
Him. We could fight him in the final eliminator for the British on my next show. No problem with that. And it'll be for the WBO, so it'll be great boxing for them. Maybe that's a route we could go down. There was talks of Queensby fighters wanting us. So now we've got a few belts around our waist. You know what I mean? And listen, he weren't great tonight. He was good, but he weren't great. He can be a lot better. So people might lick their lips at him. I had it near it. I'll be honest with you, I had it as a draw. I found it hard to split them. I think first 3 rounds were pretty close. Yasii boy, as soon as he started dancing out, I thought, here we go, we're good. But then Mykey come on strong. But fortunately, Yasii dug deep because he's a champion, where Mykey wasn't a champion yet. You know what I mean? And the champion dug deep because you don't want to lose that belt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you want to get the other belt. And he showed what a champion is made of. Unfortunately for Mykey, he let it slip. You know, so he can swallow that and come again. He's lost 2 title fights now, isn't he, Mykey? So, but credit to him, mate. I would like Mykey back on. You know what I mean? Just not against Chaz.
And URSU, not his customary explosive knockout, but Amos is hard as nails. And did he go into his shell a bit when he felt some of the power?
I'll be honest with you, I don't want to be disrespectful. It was a journeyman, wasn't he? Like, the journeyman tonight threw more than him. And it was sad to see, but it's also good to see because you've got to tick boxes. Come back from an injury, didn't get injured, got 12 rounds under his belt. People might lick their lips at him now and think, he ain't that good. You know what I mean? He couldn't stop Ryan Amos either. You know, so maybe that's all positives for me. My thing was, in 11 and 12, I wanted him to stick it on him. And he did. He come out and he stuck it on him. He got confidence in his arm. He's throwing. So it's beautiful. Good to see.
All eyes on Monaco next week, of course. Walker and McCormack. You got an invite?
No. I don't think I'll be allowed either. So I had the weigh-in on my daughter's birthday. So I just need to be a bit better of a dad for a couple of days. And then I can probably watch some boxing on my phone for a bit.
Indeed. But I guess you're going to be at the mercy of the politics as to whether the winner takes Constantine or not.
Yeah, I'm a little boy. I've got to wait for the big boys to make movements, and then we'll fall in place. That's boxing. That's business. That's life. And when you're in a business, you have to accept your role, and whatever you are, whether you're the janitor, whether you're like a janitor, cleaner, whether you work behind the bar, you do what you're meant to do. You know what I mean? And if someone tells you to do it who's above you, you listen. And listen, I'm not like that in boxing. I'm not going to sit there and say, no, we're this, and that. I am small hall promoting. I'm a manager. I've got great boxers that I'm pushing into title fights, and when it's ready and when you allow us, we will fight them. But we know we just have to keep pushing and pressing, doing everything we can. And if you was working in the bar, you go up and be a supervisor, and that's the steps we're taking. We just want to elevate step by step by step. And like I said, he don't get paid the box, so we're just title collecting at the moment until we get paid.
Indeed. All right. Let's see how that plays out. Yeah, 2026. So Valentine's weekend, 15th. That's your next show.
Yeah.
Again, you're doing all Sundays next year.
Yeah.
Four shows.
Yeah, 4, maybe 5. Keep it on dazn. Keep it firing. Yeah, and hopefully dazn see the levels and they sign me. That's the aim, mate. That's the aim. I deserve it. I've worked too hard the last 3 years. Gave dazn a quality show for over a year. Don't let me go, lads.
Eddie Hearn's noticed your talents. I know everyone's talking about it on social media. He mentioned you as better than poor Ben Shalom.
Yeah, he mentioned Izzy as well. But the media team didn't put him in it. I was glad about that, really. But no, I think Ben Shalom done an okay job. He had some good fights in that. Maybe his character might not be the best on camera, but he's obviously a very clever man. University qualified. So yeah, I think he's done an all right job, but he got thrown in the deep end quite quick. Now he went from the prize fighters, didn't he, up to doing Sky Sports, and I've learnt my craft for 3 years. I've dealt with it, and I think I've learnt from the ground up, and one day I will definitely be up there, but I'm happy where I am at the minute. Like I said, if you're working in the bar, you don't jump up and be a supervisor straight away. Learn your trade, do it properly, pour the best pint you can, and then get your raise, and then you can tell other people how to do it. And Eddie is someone who can tell people how to do it. If he notices that in me, then fair play to him. What a great analogy that was.
Ain't it great to get recognition from your peers who are higher up the ladder?
Uncle Eddie. That's what I'm going to call him now. Uncle Eddie.
He's actually younger than you, isn't he?
He's 45, 46. I'm 40.
40? Wow, the grey hairs I guess it is the strain of this sport.
Yeah. So I'm the youngest promoter on dazn, yeah?
I guess so.
Big boy. Sign the contract.
All right, just finally got to mention again your old mate Ozzy, because I just spoke to him. You called it right, that his experience in your tournament paid off on Izzy's tournament, and he's within touching distance of the big time, having come from the small hall scenes. Another fairy tale almost there.
He's just real. He's not fake. He's a boxer. He'll box anyone. He's like Kevin Revell. But Kevin Revell probably hasn't got the punch power to get him out of trouble. But he's game. And in boxing, if you've got that in your locker, then you'll go far, because there's so many people in boxing that haven't got that in their locker. They're all scared of fighting. And they're not. So well done to him.
He's saying he wouldn't mind being on your February show if he's got, rather than wait for the outcome of whatever Simpson and Williamson do.
I would have him back on, but I think he deserves purses. He just got a nice 30 grand one. Yeah, I mean, why have they let him go? They got back in. I haven't. I can't see why they've let him go. They should have snapped him up, maybe paid for him to fight Taz. Is it Taz? Yeah, maybe hit them two in the final eliminator for the English. Could have been good, but I don't know. He's a good lad, and I always like to help him. I backed him from my first show, but it's hard to always keep people at